Welcome to News Beacon, your trusted source for breaking headlines, global insights, and sharp analysis from around the world. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. In a significant development for regional security, Japan has agreed to provide the Philippines with 6 advanced warships, an unprecedented gesture that marks a new chapter in their bilateral relations. This landmark move not only strengthens their partnership but also signals a deepening trust and shared commitment to peace and stability in the Indo-Pacific. For the Philippines, these ships represent a vital upgrade, significantly boosting its ability to patrol its vast maritime territory, protect its fishermen, and assert sovereignty in the highly contested South China Sea, where tensions have been rising. The vessels, known as multi-role response ships, are designed for a range of missions, including search and rescue operations, disaster response during typhoons and earthquakes, and crucially, maritime security patrols to deter illegal fishing, smuggling, and other transnational crimes. This deal is part of Japan's official security assistance program, a new initiative that signals Tokyo's shift toward a more assertive and proactive security role in Asia, reflecting its growing concerns over regional stability. While these ships are not built for direct combat, their presence is crucial. They serve as a persistent deterrent, monitoring maritime activity, discouraging illegal actions, and helping to prevent potential conflicts before they escalate. For Manila, which has long struggled with outdated naval equipment, these modern ships are a true game changer. They enable the Philippines to enforce international law more effectively within its exclusive economic zone, protecting its resources and people. The agreement, celebrated with much fanfare in August 2025, marks the beginning of a new era of strategic alignment and cooperation between two key Indo-Pacific democracies, both facing shared security challenges. As these state-of-the-art ships join the Philippine fleet, they carry not just advanced technology, but also the hopes of a nation and the weight of regional expectations. Their arrival has the potential to reshape the balance of power in the South China Sea, sending a clear message to all stakeholders. Ultimately, this is more than a simple transaction. It's a powerful signal of shifting security dynamics in Asia, and a testament to the growing importance of alliances in maintaining peace and stability in the region. Japan's decision to transfer warships is fundamentally driven by its national interest, reflecting a careful calculation of risks and opportunities in the region. The security landscape in East Asia is rapidly evolving, with new threats and shifting alliances shaping the balance of power. Officially, this move is presented as a gesture of goodwill and friendship, strengthening diplomatic ties between Japan and the Philippines. Yet beneath the surface, the real motivation is clear. China's growing assertiveness in regional waters has become a pressing concern for Tokyo. By empowering the Philippines, Japan is not only supporting a neighbor, but also building a broader network of partners to collectively resist coercion and uphold a rules-based international order. This initiative also brings tangible benefits to Japan's defense industry, creating new opportunities for future sales, technology transfers, and long-term maintenance contracts that will boost the domestic economy. It marks a significant step toward Japan becoming a normal power, moving beyond decades of post-war passivity and embracing a more proactive security role in the region. The official security assistance program is both a strategic and economic tool, allowing Japan to shape its security environment proactively, rather than simply reacting to external pressures. The Philippines, with its critical location at the crossroads of major sea lanes, is a natural and indispensable partner in this effort to secure regional stability. This deal is about more than just transferring ships. It's about building lasting trust, enhancing interoperability, and forging a partnership that can withstand future challenges. Japan recognizes that it cannot counterbalance China's influence alone. It needs a coalition of like-minded nations to ensure peace and security. The warship transfer is a long-term investment in a stable, rules-based regional order, one that will shape the future of East Asia for years to come. For the Philippines, these warships are a leap forward in maritime security. They'll help monitor the exclusive economic zone, protect fishermen, and resupply remote outposts like the BRP Sierra Madre. The ships also bolster efforts against piracy, smuggling, and human trafficking. But this new capability raises the stakes with China, which will see the deal as a provocation. More capable Philippine patrols increase the risk of direct confrontations in disputed waters. Manila must now balance asserting its rights with avoiding escalation. Accepting these ships pulls the Philippines deeper into the US-Japan security orbit, with both benefits and risks. The challenge is to use this new strength wisely, achieving national goals without triggering a crisis. The ships are tools of sovereignty, but also potential flashpoints. Security in this context demands both resolve and restraint. The Japan-Philippines deal fits into a broader pattern of military aid shaping Asia's security landscape. During the Cold War, US arms transfers to allies like South Korea and Taiwan created lasting security dependencies. Today, Russia supplies arms to Vietnam and India, while China arms Pakistan and others to counter rivals. These deals are about more than commerce. They're instruments of statecraft, signaling alliances and shifting power balances. Japan's assistance is unique, a pacifist nation stepping up as a security provider. Unlike the US hub-and-spoke model, Japan aims for a distributed network of resilient states. This latticed security architecture is a new model for regional stability. The Japan-Philippines deal is a major shift in post-war Asian geopolitics. It's a sign of a more complex, interconnected security order emerging in the 21st century. The Philippines is the immediate winner, gaining a stronger hand in the South China Sea and deepening alliances with Japan, and the US-Japan also wins, advancing its free and open Indo-Pacific vision and boosting its defense industry. China, however, faces a setback. Its ambitions in the South China Sea are now challenged by a more capable Philippine force. The deal signals a coordinated response to Beijing's assertiveness, forcing China to rethink its approach. But new risks emerge. More naval assets in contested waters mean higher chances of miscalculation and escalation. The Philippines could be drawn into a conflict it can't handle alone, dragging in Japan, and the US-China might respond with overwhelming force or accelerate its own military buildup, sparking an arms race. Winners and losers can quickly change in this volatile environment. The deal's benefits come with significant, unpredictable risks. China will see the warship deal as a direct challenge and respond with suspicion and hostility. Expect diplomatic protests, economic pressure, and increased Chinese maritime activity around disputed areas. China's Coast Guard and maritime militia will likely test the new Philippine ships with aggressive tactics. Beijing may escalate by declaring an air defense identification zone or building on contested features like Scarborough Shoal. These moves would force Manila and Washington to respond, raising the risk of crisis. China's goals show it still sets the rules in the region, despite new alliances. Yet, Beijing will calibrate its response to avoid outright conflict that could harm its own interests. The real test will be China's actions at sea in the months after the ships arrive. The region's future hinges on how China chooses to react. Beneath the security headlines, economic interests drive this deal. For the Philippines, the ships come with long-term dependencies. Maintenance, parts, and expertise will tie Manila to Japan's defense industry. Closer alignment with Japan and the West signals stability to investors, potentially attracting new capital and offsetting Chinese economic pressure. For Japan, the deal showcases its naval technology, opening doors for future sales and boosting its defense sector. It's also part of a broader strategy to diversify supply chains and reduce reliance on China. The China Plus One policy encourages Japanese investment in Southeast Asia, with a secure Philippines as a key partner. Security assistance and economic integration go hand in hand. This deal is as much about economic strategy as it is about defense. The United States is the silent but powerful partner behind the recent Japan-Philippines defense deal, quietly shaping the region's security landscape from behind the scenes. With long-standing defense treaties binding all three nations together, Washington has actively encouraged this transfer as a key part of its broader Indo-Pacific strategy, aiming to counterbalance growing regional threats. By supporting a stronger Philippines and a more proactive Japan, the U.S. reduces the direct burden on its own forces, while helping to create a more resilient and flexible regional security network that can respond to emerging challenges. The new ships provided will likely be fully interoperable with U.S. systems, paving the way for seamless joint patrols, coordinated operations, and real-time intelligence sharing among the allies. This trilateral cooperation is deepening every year, with more frequent joint exercises, expanded training programs, and increasingly coordinated diplomatic efforts to present a united front. However, This growing alliance also risks fueling Chinese fears of encirclement, potentially provoking a more assertive or even aggressive response from Beijing as it seeks to protect its interests. At the same time, other Southeast Asian nations may worry about being caught in the middle or forced to choose sides in a great power rivalry, complicating regional diplomacy. The U.S. must carefully balance its efforts to strengthen alliances with the need to reassure the broader region that its ultimate goal is stability and peace, not confrontation or escalation. The long-term success of this intricate web of partnerships depends on being seen as a force for order, cooperation, and security, rather than a trigger for new tensions. As the region's security architecture continues to evolve, America's role is to manage this delicate balance, supporting allies, deterring threats, and ensuring that peace and stability remain at the forefront of its strategy. The transfer of 6 Japanese warships to the Philippines marks a turning point for Asian security. Tensions will rise as China tests the resolve of the newly equipped Philippine forces, increasing the risk of gray zone incidents. The professionalism and restraint of all sides will be crucial to avoid escalation. This deal could inspire more security cooperation across the region, creating a network of overlapping partnerships. The Philippines may emerge as a more confident middle power, but its ability to use these assets effectively will be tested. Japan's new role as a security provider signals a shift toward a more multipolar Asia. The outcome depends on China's response. Aggression could solidify anti-China coalitions, while restraint might lead to a more stable balance. The future is uncertain, but the region is moving toward greater contestation and militarization. These warships are more than hardware, they're pieces in a high-stakes game, and the next moves will shape Asia's future.